For those of you joining us, thank you very much for joining us. This is ORA's Shorts. This is our ongoing presentation of product presentations and hack attacks. Now, assuming we get over our technical issue in a few minutes, you're going to see some very cool new products from Lucent Lighting. Okay. As always, we ask you to check out our YouTube page. And this is where we store all of these product presentations and additional presentations that may hold interest for you for product applications as well. And also, this is probably our last week of sponsoring the hashtag #InMyScrubs challenge, which is an organization raising funds for the frontline workers handling the COVID virus. Great news, obviously, that the curve is down, but we're still supporting that. So if you do happen to support it, when you go to the website, please click on our team when you make your donation or your sponsorship. Thank you for that. Now, about today's presentation. We're going to mute all the participants until we get to the Q&A portion of this presentation. If you'd like to change your screen arrangement, please use the speaker view option on your screen. During the presentation, the chat bar is going to be available for your use, and we'll answer any questions, which hopefully you'll have by the time Mark gets through the presentation. And note, typically we don't illuminate the fixtures for these presentations, as it's our experience that light doesn't usually translate very well from actual to virtual. So what you need to know is that samples are available of all the fixtures that you're going to see today. Just ask your rep or email us through the questions in the chat bar, and we will get you set up with a sample sent to the destination of your choice. Now, lastly, when Mark's done with his presentation, those of you who have a green thumb should stick around. We're going to head out to the garden with Doug Kim for some tips, and that hopefully will conclude us in about 10 minutes. Now, Lucent Lighting, based in London and New York, was founded in July of 1990 to service the needs of the lighting professionals worldwide. Over the years, their product range has grown to include recessed luminaires as well as track heads and micros. And here now, I think, to tell us about those newest products is Mark Carroll. Hey, Mark, welcome.
Hey, James, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, great. So thanks, James, and good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for your time and interest. I'm going to start this conversation today by talking about one of Lucent's core competencies, which is track lighting. Specifically, I'm going to talk about some of the recent innovations we've made in our TubeLED product. Now, it's a very exciting partnership with an Italian track company, AEG Stucchi. Talk a little bit about how those two things interface, and then show some sort of traditional product that we've been able to made up with track. So over the last several years, Lucent has operated under the assumption, which I think most manufacturers do, which is that all track is created equal. That track is a white good, a generic mounting system for indoor spots and flood. Very recently, that assumption, our assumption anyway, has proven to be somewhat wrong. There's an Italian company, again, AEG Stucchi, that's been rethinking track for some time now. And the result of that rethinking has been the development of several families of track product. The most innovative of which is the Stucchi multi-system, and that's the system that I'm going to talk about today. Multi-system is a low voltage track system, which means that there's a off-the-shelf, scalable, constant voltage power supply mounted at, near, or remote from the system that converts AC line voltage to DC low voltage, and the system is compatible with 24, 48, and 60 volt systems. That setup allows the Stucchi track adapter, or basically eliminates the need for the Stucchi track adapter to do any transformation of power in the adapter. So the adapter has only a small DC to DC power supply. It's really a board. The other innovation that the Stuckey system has is there's no moving parts in the track adapter. The physical connections are made by magnet, and the electrical connections are made with tension. So that eliminates virtually any opportunity for failure, and it allows for really interesting scale. And with that scale, our engineers have done some really sexy things with our TubeLED product. To that point, this is the Nano. The Nano is a 20mm case, very tiny, yet it creates 175 lumens of intensity, 90 CRI quality, and CCTs of 2700, 3000, and 3500. The workhorse of this system is our micro product. Micro, by the way, has the same aesthetic and scale as our very popular micro recess product, this being the flare. The micro product creates 550 lumens of output. We can put up to 2 mediums in this, several beam spreads, and in white and black, and of course all the RAL colors. The next product I want to show you is our Mini. Now, Mini is available in this low voltage track system, as well as a line voltage. There's also a line voltage version. Mini is available in a 1,000 lumen output standard product and a 2,000 lumen high output product. It's also available in a super spot, which creates a 7.5 degree beam spread, and in a wall wash. Finally, we have our Midi product, which is a 75mm case, 1,500 lumen, also available in a wall wash, and available in the low voltage system and the line voltage system. And then finally, an example of sort of traditional lighting fixtures that are part of the Stuckey system. This is our line product. Line is available in a 1, 2, 5, and 10 cell version. It can be mounted recessed or in track, and it's available in the cube aesthetic and in our flare aesthetic. Now, look at if track isn't your thing, or if your project doesn't feel like it wants to be have a track system, we can also mount our TubeLEDs as well as any of our track systems in monopoint. It can be a monopoint surface mount. It can be a monopoint recessed, and we have a trimless trim ring to make it recessed and trimless. Since I'm talking about surface mount, I'll just take a quick second and talk a little bit about our cylinder product. Cylinder product is available in a 60mm case, and this 95mm case is available with an integral power supply or a remote power supply, black and white, colors of the RAL color wheel, in a 500 lumen package or 1,000 lumen package, and available in a fixed and adjustable version. This has the same aesthetic as our very popular flood, or our very popular flare, which is available in sizes from 20mm to 70mm to 90mm. So that's the product range as it relates to TubeLED and to the multi-system. I want to take just a minute or two and talk about some of the new housings we have, which I also think you might be interested in. We manufacture housings for all applications. NIC, IC, airtight, Title 24, Chicago plenum. But we find, particularly in the Northeast, that there's often ceiling heights that aren't conducive to even 4.5 or 5-inch housings. So we've developed this new shallow housing, which is got an integral thermal protector and a heat sink, and is available a 2-inch width, by the way, or height, by the way, and is available in our Plus series, which you see here, also in our Edge series and our Pinhole, fixed only. And then finally, I'll talk a little bit about our remodeler. Now, obviously, as the name implies, this is perfect for remodeling applications. We do find, however, that often these are used in new construction. But what really makes it exciting for us is we can take some of our other aesthetics and our other aperture sizes and put them into a North American installation and still maintain UL 1598 for power supplies, maintenance and replacement below the ceiling. So that's the product and the presentation. I know you guys are very interested to get to the greenery, but in the interim, if there's any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
Hey, Mark, I was wondering, with the cylinder series, you said that the driver is remote mount as an option. Is that simply for a maintenance issue if you're going to a high ceiling, or what's the benefit of that?
Yeah, I think for that reason and that reason alone, sometimes they prefer to go remote. There are applications too where it's just impossible to get to the ceiling. If it's particularly a high ceiling height, or it's over an atrium or something like that, and they like to have the power supplies mounted in an enclosure in a mechanical closet or in a sub-panel.
Gotcha. Another question, Mark, is the track available in single and dual circuit?
The Stuckey low voltage track is available as a 2-circuit track or a single circuit track with data bus bars, which allows dimming protocol like analog or DMX or Dolly. The line voltage product has a 1, 2, 3, and 4 circuit option available.
So basically, it is a low profile alternate to having to use some of the bigger profile 3-circuit track.
Exactly right. And we've had some success in several applications now. And this product in the ceiling, particularly in the recessed version, it just completely disappears. And if you use some of our smaller TubeLEDs, the Nano or the Micro, it makes for a really a beautiful application of track.
Excellent. Nice architectural touch there. Okay, I think there's no more questions. That gives us all of our facts. And as I like to say, let's go after our hacks. Doug, you want to take us out?
Oh, I see you there. Hey guys, this is Doug Kim from Old Blaney Rinker. I was just chilling with the gang, and we were talking about how badly we need haircuts right now. So I figured I'd give these guys a trim, and in doing so, I'd love to show you how to propagate a pothos plant. Let's get started.
Your grandmother's favorite houseplant, the pothos, are great for 3 reasons. They're low maintenance, they purify the air, and they're easy to propagate. First thing you'll want to do is take your ivy and create a few clippings where the leaves are shown. It's important that you leave the nodes intact. Right here is a node. The nodes will allow the roots to grow. Next, grab your clippings and a container. Fill your container, nodes facing down and leaves facing up, allowing the nodes to soak and the leaves to breathe. Final step, fill your container with water and wait a couple weeks. Your roots will surely grow and you can plant them in soil and see your pothos come to life.
Oh, whoa, I see you there. Hey guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's a wrap. And as you head out to soak your nodes, I'm going to remind you that we do this every Thursday at 12 o'clock, and we respin it at 12:15 rather, and we respin it at 3 o'clock. Thank you very much for joining us. We appreciate your supporting Old Blaney Rinker Associates and our partner manufacturers like Lucent Lighting. And until next week, please stay safe. And once again, thank you very much for joining us. Your time's very important to all of us. See you next week.